Hey guys, Big Red 310 is here again. Sorry, I literally woke up 2 hours ago. I went to bed really late. Sorry, I haven't changed yet. Sorry, man, I was watching ROH. By the way, in your video when you said, no, I saw ROH, heads up, it's in my top 10. I think it's the second. I put it at number 2. I gave it 4.5 stars. And yes, I do know about the Jerry Lynn, how they said, fuck you, Lynn. I heard that, and I was laughing. And yes, I did notice in the beginning when Tyler Black, and they kept saying next world champ because they clearly wanted him to be champ. And when Jerry Lynn, they said fuck you Lynn when Lynn interrupted Black's pinfall and Danielson with the small package power drive. I'm not gonna be upset. I'm tired of fighting. Really, I am. I followed these guys for a while. Some stuff that I'll counter their points respectfully. Some stuff really blown out of the water. Okay. First of all, Hassan Benjamin. We might not see them together. We might not. You never know. But for you to say they were just there to continue the feud, wrong. To continue the feud between Shelton Benjamin and John Morrison. How did Charlie Haas play a role in that feud at all? Did he even freaking interact with John Morrison? So, you wanted Charlie Haas to just fight John Morrison and Shelton Benjamin watching ringside? They've been doing that in wrestling for a while. Why didn't they do what they do usually most of the time? They get a big bad guy to fight John Morrison like obviously not Umaga because Umaga's at higher status, but in the old days, like Viscera in 2004 when he really had no credibility at all, or Mark Henry in the early 2000s, all that crap, and then you have Morrison with him, and then he looks strong in front of his opponent, in front of the heel, looks all upset. You didn't need Charlie Haas. To say Charlie Haas to continue the feud, I think is a little bullshit. Okay, next, you talk about throwing the teams together. All tag teams in reality are thrown together. Unless they had established singles careers for some point, then yes, they were thrown together. Heads up, the Dudley Boys were thrown together. Joey Styles even said in the Greatest Wrestling Families that the Dudley Boys were thrown together. That they did it as a joke. They just brought a bunch of Dudleys into the ring and said, yeah, I'm Bubba Dudley, yeah, I'm Devon, I'm Big Dick, I'm Fat Dudley. And then they said, well, the crowd liked. They thought it was cool, so we just kept them as a tag team. That's called throwing them together. All tag teams were thrown together. The only point, you guys took this way out of proportion. And then you're going to say in your video, we took it out of proportion, you took it out of proportion. The only thing I was trying to say, and you guys can't deny this, you can't deny this. The only point I was trying to make was, TNA does it also. That's it. That's all I was trying to say. Because every wrestling promotion in the world throws tag teams together. But TNA threw two together that had singles careers established already. God, what do you guys think? I never said that WWE doesn't. Of course they do. Everyone does. I'm saying another way of throwing them together with respective careers is kind of like just saying, here, we hope it works. Everyone does it. God, you made it you guys think I basically defended WWE on all this point. And I'll get back to that later. Okay, next. This is what really bothered me. Not watching TNA. Okay, besides the Rob Terry thing, you guys literally have no basis in the world. If I were to say, Sting is an amazing worker, and then you guys would have said, well, come on, you're not watching TNA, I would have agreed with you. But I'm not talking about that. God, no. You guys watch TNA, I don't, and you guys got mad at the comments I said because you don't feel I had the right to say them, and that's the truth. Does it matter if I watched TNA or not to know that Beer Money was thrown together last year when I did watch it? No. God, really? Who? That's my only point I was trying to make, that they're fucking thrown together. Do I need to watch TNA to know that? Do I need to watch TNA to know that when I read the results and I see the tag team tournament, 4 tag teams that have never teamed together before, who have established singles careers, do I not need to watch TNA to know that they were thrown together? No. Honestly, that's the truth. You guys took that way out of proportion. And when you say about the repeaters, that's the repeaters. You repeated that point 3 or 4 times in your video. And here it is. I'm saying it right now. I might get a lot of hate from him. I don't care. If I were to say, aside from the Rob Terry thing, which is the only thing in the world that might concern watching TNA, you guys have no basis at all. If I were to say, like I said, if I were to say, you know what, Kurt Angle, he's not really a good worker. But, hey, I read the results. I know what I'm talking about. No, I'm wrong. I have to see that to understand that. I agree with you guys. Rob Terry was a different situation. I kind of assumed and I kind of took the word of someone else. I'll admit that. My bad. But really, for everything else, it's not a big deal. I wasn't making a point. Oh, my God, TNA is such a bad show. I know because I don't watch it. I guarantee this. You guys might not know this, and yet there's not so much proof because of my old account getting suspended. When I wasn't watching TNA, I didn't criticize it. I didn't. When I saw online a couple matches of Sacrifice, Destination X, and Against All Odds, and let's see Sacrifice. I saw some matches on Sacrifice that I didn't like. I didn't see the whole card. I skipped the what's it called? The Monsters Ball match because everyone told me it was shit. So I said fuck it. Everyone said go watch the women's title match sucked, so I didn't watch that either. Kevin Nash Samoa Joe, I didn't hear it. So the only things I watched were the opening match, the main event, and the Icon match. And I'm like, okay, this is okay. The main event I thought the booking in the main event was bad. I thought it was okay. And then everyone says that was the best they had to offer. And I'm like, then they didn't do such a good job. And that's the cold, hard truth. I'm not watching TNA. I didn't watch it for 3 months. And that's really it. It's a big problem not here in society. You guys think I don't have the right to say it because I didn't watch it, when in fact I do. Because my only 2 fucking points were Beer Money was a team thrown together, which they were, and I watched it last year, so point disproven right there. And second off, my other point was that in the tournament, TNA threw a bunch of tag teams together. Did I need to watch TNA to know that? No! And you guys know I didn't. Those are my only points. Of course, you guys assume, because when I said that, I was saying everything else in the card was bad. Classic assumption right there. Okay, copying opinions. I did not. Seriously, the Rob Terry thing, that's all you have. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm human. Give me a break. So I said Rob Terry's not a good worker because Bradley Ospina told me. I trust the guy, okay? I don't trust him because he's a TNA mark. I know I mentioned that, but I really trust him because we usually have a good agreement on wrestlers. We fight, but unlike other TNA marks who have commented on my channel, we fight in a good way. We agree, and that's why I like the guy. We agree that Cody Deaner was a horrible worker. I saw that, and I told him, I don't like the guy, and he said, you're right, he's bad. We agree that some wrestlers on TNA aren't that great. We agree that the WWE has some boring wrestlers who I don't like to see. So usually, if we agree all the time, okay, maybe I can take his word for once. And I guarantee 75% of your video was about not watching TNA and about taking someone else's opinion on Rob Terry. All in that little thing on Rob Terry. Seriously, that's sad. Okay, next, you guys talk. Like I said, the ROH show. Your example is the ROH show. Too bad I saw it, so please use it a better example next time. You talk about the British invasion being bad. I didn't like Doug Williams' works. So when I don't like Doug Williams and I don't like Brutus Madness, I'm supposed to say, okay, you know what? Right now, they're bad. Heads up, if the Great Khali, I've seen Doug Williams a lot longer than people think. Not just like last year. I've seen other work from him on YouTube. From the Great Khali, he's been performing bad for 1 whole fucking year. And then he gets put into a tag team with another guy who can't work. I'm going to assume that tag team is bad. I'm going to assume that. Because that's what I've seen from each individual wrestler. Again, point disproven. Then you talked about, first of all, kind of a little bit of a hypocrisy, Andy. You criticized me about the web matches. And I said, my point, to counteract it, a very flawed point on your part, Andy. My counteracting point was, I don't watch the web matches, no big deal. You said in your video you don't watch them either. So how the hell do you call me out on that? Second, the Goldust and Hornswoggle attraction thing. Okay, they can be considered an attraction, but you know what? A lot of tag teams were meant just to goof off. The Bushwhackers, they were meant to just goof off and do shit. And they weren't really morally about wrestling. They were more about goofing off and playing with the fans. Are you going to call them an attraction? Yes. But are they also a tag team? Yes. The debate about Mitsuhiro Misawa X9, the guy who constantly fights with me on everything I make, he even said it's debatable and Goldust and Hornswoggle could be considered a tag team. Just because they have an attraction to them doesn't mean they can't be considered a tag team. Sorry, I always get too personal. Okay, then you say 8-6. Let me do this one more freaking time for you guys. Okay, Primo Carlito, they're a tag team. Crime Time, they're a tag team. Priceless, they're a tag team. The Hart Dynasty, they're a tag team. Goldust and Hornswoggle, debate, but let's say they're a tag team. Let's just say it for now, because I proved you wrong about the attraction thing. A lot of tag teams over the years have been attractions. Doesn't mean they're still not a tag team. Okay, and then we also say Haas and Benjamin. Again, you guys say debatable? Fine. And the Kendrick thing, fine. You don't want it, we won't include it. I'll give the WWE 6. Let's go to TNA. Beer Money, Motor City Machine Guns, Team 3D, British Invasion. I have to think. Thank you. I have to think. Team 3D, Motor City Machine Guns. Lethal Consequences, And then, let's see, we have No Limit, which is debatable. And LAX is injured. I'm sorry, LAX is freaking injured. They're not even on TV. Are you kidding me? No, LAX No Limit is debatable. 6-6. If you want to say 7, oh wait, W had this. Oh wait, TNA had this extra tag team that you forgot. Who freaking cares? Who cares, guys? And I said, this one really infuriates me. Just because they have the same number of tag teams doesn't mean they're equal. I'm not trying to say they're equal. You guys are still mad that I haven't been watching TNA and you guys don't think I have a right to say they're bad. That's your problem. That is what's happening right now. Please, guys, no more video responses. Whatever differences we have, we sell it on Skype. We'll talk on Skype. Let's not do another video response. Let's not get anyone else involved. And secondly, Reed, you're kind of a hypocrite. You said in your video, I don't want any drama. You know what? You kind of caused it. You told me yesterday, yo, I'm cool. I won't fight back. You know what? You did. So, I'm Big Red 310. I got to talk to these guys. Out. Peace.